Well, I'm going to say hello and get started with the broadcast. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bell Sensplex in Canada. You'll see your Ottawa Sting just taking to the bench now. And we're out here on a cold, blustery night. Gonna play some good hockey. Welcome to viewers all across the continent and around the globe. Jealous of those in Florida tonight. Not just the Powells, but the Mashallah Goose too, and friends. Michael's here. Fergus is here. We are missing some players. I think Jack and Cole are at home, so welcome to the broadcast, boys. Sorry to miss you tonight. Sting should play well in their absence and fight for their honor. Monkey see, monkey do. Stittsville starts sitting on the boards and Sting members have to do the same. Zamboni door is just about to close now, and it's about to get noisy in here. Sam Clark warming up in front of me, which is usually the signal that Nikhil will be starting as he does his stretches and gets ready to face some pucks in between the pipes. That bell signals the end of the 3-minute warm-up. Pucks being collected on both sides, so we are about ready to go here. Well, I'm not fighting for space on the bench here tonight. No Stittsville broadcast team, which is a rarity. To come up into a team and not have a counterpart. And even the Stittsville bench is a little short, as is the Sting group of fans. Starting off, it's going to be Michael Byrne at center ice. Liam and Edouard are out on the first line with them. Puck goes into Stittsville territory. Rams dump it, backhand long. Liam makes the first hit. It's going to be an icing call, I think. This Rams dumped in a little bit too fast and too eagerly. Down the ice they go with some vigor, I might add. Puck's dropped. Stittsville takes it. In behind their own net they go. Looking for a clear out. Edward almost picks it up. Burns strips the puck. Turnover. Rams retreats. Set up the breakout. And now they go through center ice. All the way down in behind this Sting end. Luke taking it out to Liam. Liam along the boards now in front of us. Chucked back though by Stittsville. Mark will have to go back and collect. He picks up. Stittsville gets in there with some speed. But it's Byrne coming out, missing Liam on the breakout, and then the backhander to the red line, blue line, is stopped and chucked in. Stittsville along the Sting bench, back and forth. Liam tries to clear it out. It's popped up, and behind the Sting net they go. Rams trying to backhand it out to the point. Shot through traffic. First save made. Second save made. Two beautiful saves by Nikhil. Back to back with an open net on his left side. He's scrambled across. And now Liam will finally get it out, clear that puck, take the icing call, and get a change. Stittsville win the face-off, bring it back across the blue. Looking to chuck it in, stopped in traffic, gets behind the net. Raff brings it along in the backhand, chucks it up, picked up by a body along the boards. Stittsville maintaining the zone. Now across to the bench. Raff charging along with it. Shot goes across the top of the crease over the far side. The defender catches up, chucks it in deep. Raff makes a hit in behind the net. Connor follows through with that one too. And behind the net goes Raff. Raff up to Mason, tries to back shovel it out. It's Tristan coming through the neutral zone. He goes. He's got Mash in front of him. Backhanded shot on, save made, and cleared out. Luke holds the line, throws it in along. Up to the point, held in by Lucas. Oh no, it dribbles over his stick, comes out. Luke's going to pick that up, look for an outlet. He goes back, finds Mason waiting at the blue line. Can't quite control it. Out comes Stittsville now. Through the red, over the blue and in. Takes a shot. Stick save off to the corner. Shot from the point through traffic pad, save, rebound out. Collected by Matty. Cleared out. And now, Matty over to Fergus. Jumps over his stick. Fergus has to hunt it down. Jude stays on side as the boys go in. Fergus down in behind the net on the backhand, looking for an option. Centers it. No, picked off by the defender. Doesn't get out. Up to the point. Held in by Raff. No, the hand goes up. That's out. Sting clears. Fergus recovers it. Through center ice he goes. Picked off his stick. It's a turnover. Marco turns it over again. Matty strips it on the back check. Back and forth it is. Rams chuck it in and go for a change. Matty finds Jude coming out. He flips it forward but misses Fergus. And there goes the puck into the zone for Marco across to Raff. Raff looks, held up. And now they got a hand up. There's going to be a penalty coming to somebody. I'm thinking that's coming to Stittsville. Yep. Stittsville's going to have a penalty on a delay. Edwards got the puck, fishes it across. No one goes to collect that. There's going to be a hooking call against Stittsville. So 2 minutes go up on the board with 10:55 to play. Sting win it. Back to the point. Lucas tries to throw it in. Lucas holds the line, then across to Liam. Liam slaps that along the boards. Rams are going to get it out. Connor gets back first on it. Looks for a lead pass out to Edouard. Edouard looks long, finds Byrne. It skipped over in behind Byrne. Byrne chasing it down. Liam trying to get on it too. Body's in the way, and it comes back to the point for Connor. Connor slaps it through, bouncing puck on a deflection. Byrne comes across, snags it, goes into the boards to retrieve. He's surrounded by a couple Rams, and the puck comes out to the line and then hops out over top of Lucas. He throws it in goes Byrne. Out to the blue, Lucas holds, under challenge. And then Luke coming off the bench is going to get back and pick that up. A minute left to go in the power play for Sting. They find a line through. Nice little touch to Byrne and then to Liam. Liam goes in, looks to set something up, holds, centers it through, just in front of Mash. He couldn't catch up to it. Backing up is Luke. Puck up high in the air. Mash can take a swipe at it. Goes into the corner, backs off a little bit, takes a shoulder, then comes up with the puck. Tight in front, centers it through. Mason's stick comes out past the point. Luke's going to go back with it. Luke across to Marco. Marco to Mason. Stopped at the blue. Mash will bring it in. Mason charging in. He picks that off, shoves it to the corner. Still 15 seconds left or so in this penalty. But Rams get the advantage. They find a lane and they clear it out. Connor looks. He's got a lane through center ice, and in goes Connor. Takes a long shot over the target. Stopped to the line by a skate on Mason. Slapped at by Connor. Down in it goes. Stittsville's got it. They're going to clear it off the boards. Now they get it out. 5-on-5 hockey. No ice as it was a slow-moving puck. Raff picks it up. Connor. Mason. Finds a line in Tristan. Turnover and comes back towards Raff. Raff stops, looks. He's got another man streaming in. Didn't realize he had so much pressure. Mason to Raff. Give and go. Back in front of us here. Dumped in. Round behind the net. Raff goes in. Slaps it back the other way. Reverses it past Matty. Up to the point. Wrist shot. Through. Save made. McKeel dives for it. Doesn't recover. Loose puck in behind the nets. And now out to Matty. Finds a breakout. Sting's going, but it skips over all their sticks. Rams slap it back in. Luke's going to come across and get on it first. Then he finds Fergus coming out. Then to Matty. Then to Fergus's feet. Doesn't see it. Now he's got it. Fergus in. Drops it off to the boards. Matty follows through. Fergus is tied up. Some shenanigans going on with a stick falling down to the ice. Out come the Rams through the neutral zone. Jude. No, it's Lucas. Sorry. Lucas hits Fergus's skate. Rams going to chuck it back in again. Another stop made by McKeel. Edouard under some pressure on the boards. Fergus will come in and grab it. Dekes through, is collected, and a penalty coming. No, it's offside. No penalty. I saw the arm up. That was an open ice collection. Burns got a break. No. Held by the Rams Larkin. Saves that one. Now under pressure. Liam's going to take a player into the boards. Around the net comes Edouard, poking at it. Liam back up to the point. Raf picked off on the cross ice pass to Marco. Marco hunting it down with speed, swiping at it. Holds up the man, the puck goes behind the net. No shot. Back up to the point. Cross ice. Burns going to get there first and just tap at it. Back and forth up against the glass and the boards. It comes out in front of us. I've lost track of it. No, it's Burns got it. He dumps it. It's going to go long. It's going to be an icing call as it makes its way down. And we get a whistle after a long play without one. Shot from distance. McKeel makes a save. Nash working the boards, then back to Luke. Coming out behind the net. Connor will go with it. Tries to get a stick on it. Tristan will come in to help out against the big player for Stittsville. They dump it back in backwards. Luke takes the man. Tristan's back on it. He flips it up, hits the glass, and bounces along. Tristan out of the corner. Evades a hit. Skates through with speed. Off the board. Tries to find Mason breaking in. It's picked off. Shot off his shin pad. Goes to the corner. Luke grabs it. Nash to Tristan. Sorry, that's Tristan there now. It was Connor who's in the middle of that. Tristan gets through. Along the boards, trying to find a way out. Backhands it through down into Mason. He goes cross ice. Nobody home. Missed puck. Tristan's got a chance in deep. Centered. Loose in front and then cleared out by Stittsville. Then Raff holds it in. Tristan trying to hold that line. Out comes the puck. Lucas throws it. Deep. Nash to chase. Picked off by Fergus. In tight. Goal! Let's take a look at that. Fergus picks it off on a clearing attempt, I think it was. Skates in with speed. Finds the tight angle, or was it 5-hole? You'll have to tell me in the comments. Stittsville off the draw. Chuck it in. They go wide. Jude stands up in the corner. Puck goes back behind the net. Stittsville's going to get a stick on it, try to center it. Out it comes. Shot coming through traffic. McKeel saw it, saved it. And then it's Fergus up at the point, coming out. He's going to get out with speed down the right wing. Away he goes. Drops off the puck to Jude. Jude chucks it back into Fergus. Boys working along the boards, trying to lift the stick. Stittsville's able to get it out across, off a stick and out to the bench. It's Luke's back. Luke, long lead pass, hits Jude at the line. And Jude will go for a change. All of Stittsville back. Matty watching things. Now in comes Byrne, going to give some trouble. Liam 2. Puck's out to Raff. Byrne on the back check, ties up the player. Matty's got it at the red line. He finds Liam screaming in. Liam takes a shot. Save made. Off to the corner. Byrne was gumption coming around. Shot from the point. Through some traffic off wide to the corner. Stittsville, lead pass. Cross ice, goes down deep. Raff on it. Raff trying to skate it out, held up. And then Edouard, he's trying to back out. He gets a stick lifted. Now it's tied up along the boards in front of the bench. It's Edouard who comes out with it. Skating out, Lead pass out to Liam's a little long, but Liam catches up, chucks it in, takes a big hit against the boards. He's okay. He saw it coming. He was ready for it. Tristan comes in. He gets pinched. Out comes Stittsville, and a one-on-one. Connor's going to track him down, push him off, and around behind the net they go. Connor on the backhand, down in deep. Deflected out. Luke has to try to get it out. It makes it out of the zone at least. Stittsville retreat. Connor. Tristan. Long lead past the mash at the red line. He goes in on a 1-on-3. Takes a shot. Stopped. Doesn't get through traffic. Back and forth turnover. Mason's going to get in. He picks it up. He goes to the boards. Throws it in behind. Mash sees it now. Mash tries to center. Loose puck in front. Stittsville will collect. A shot in from the point for Luke. And what happened there? Yeah, okay. I just never saw the puck. So Luke records Lucas. Lucas records a shot from the point. Goalie looked frustrated. I guess maybe the puck had, or something, his movement dropped down in between his pads, and then the net seems to have been off the humps. Just over a minute left to go. Lucas again from the point goes into Mason. Mason looks, shot, pad save, chance for Tristan, and a goal. If I can remember what I said there, I think it's Tristan from Mason. So that's who's getting the first assist. Third assist, unknown. Did I get it in time? Yep, just enough. Tristan gets a stick on it and throws that up and in. Stittsville. Break in, dump it down. In behind the net. Raff trying to clear it out. Shot in from the point. It's going to go through the top of the crease. Played by Nikhil. 30 seconds to go in period number one. Down in deep. Lucas trying to scramble and get it on the back end. Mash pokes but over skates. Stittsville pinned in against the boards. It's Tristan slaps at it, gets it forward to Raff. Raff's along the boards, up and out of the zone. Skates it in, just a few seconds to go here. Shot on target, save made. I see 4 seconds on the official clock. So Sting will come out of this period with a 2-goal lead. A week ago, if you had said that to me, well, I might not have given a polite response. Maddie behind the net to end the period. Here we go to the benches for some wise words from the coaches. I'm going to try and clear this screen. I don't seem to have a way to get rid of that banner. There's a glitch with the software, unfortunately. This banner will not go away on me. So we just get to see the Sting logo a little longer. Sting take the face off, Stittsville recover, and then throw it in. But it's Jude now coming through the neutral zone. Drops it off, but it was Maddie, I think, didn't see the change of possession there and skated in offside. Fergus and Maddie working, trying to keep it in the zone. Maddie goes down on his knees. Fergus picks up a loose puck. Skates, looks, fires. And a slash call coming to Maddie, I think. A little bit of retaliation there. There you go. Maddie cleared my screen. Thanks, Maddie. Puck's dropped. Stittsville takes it on the power play. Dump it along the boards, down into the corner. Stittsville flail on it a little bit. Fergus is going to pick that up and skate out. Try and go off the boards and around the defender. Tied up a little bit, then throws it in behind the net. In comes Jude. He's got to look for the hit from the big guy and backs off. Now Stittsville losing control of that puck, trying to skate out. Fergus is going to watch it. They dump it in, but cleared out by Luke. Out to center ice, off the boards. And Stittsville gains the zone, shoots really wide into the corner. Loose in front, slapper missed, and then a shot through traffic deflected off to the boards. Stittsville regain it. They look to go back up to the point. Fergus takes the man into the corner. They're going to come up with a puck. And that's going to be a boarding call to Fergus. Well, he got the puck. So now Sting will face a 5-on-3. Well, Sting have done this before. Rams, point to point. Shot on, save made, deflection out. And then it's Tristan who clears it. No, it's Connor. Connor cleared it out. Michael Byrne will look carefully to go in. Keep an eye. He's actually lost vision of the puck. Now he sees it. He's backing off. Track it down. Michael Byrne on it. Stittsville clear the zone, and then Connor clears it back out. Byrne again. Skating quickly to watch it. He picks it off, gets a skate on it. Rams back in their own end. Try to get organized and break out. Down the left wing, the big man's going to fire it in around. Goes off a skate along the boards. Stittsville back up to the point. Under pressure by Byrne. Looking good. Tries to pick that up. Back along the boards to the point. Rams. Byrne almost got that cleared out again. He got a stick on. Now Connor gets it up to the line and out. And now it's a breakout. Maddie's going to chase after the backing defender who's backtracking. Maddie, shot, deflected wide. Stingmender, Maddie comes, well, that was Maddie coming out of the box. So now we're back to a 5-on-4. Shot on, save made, off to the side, scooped up by Edouard. Stittsville with it, over the point. Defender coming in, takes a shot. It goes wide. High, top of the crease. Stittsville along the boards. The clearing attempt doesn't go. Edouard's going to have to try that again. Edouard back and forth. Stittsville now finally getting set up and working around the outside. Raff's got time. Is he going to get it out? He finds a line. There's Maddie. Now he's going to get it out, go long. Fergus coming out of the box. Maddie follows through in, dumps it down in for Fergus, in behind the net. Edouard works along the boards. Out comes Stittsville. You got a shot, goes deflected wide in behind the net. Lucas taps it. Stittsville come in, try to set up from the corner, go along the other way to the far side. Oh, there it is to Mason. Mason's on a break. It's a 1-on-1. Mason looks, long side, loose puck, two sticks, sticks go on it. Nobody can get enough contact to get it through and in. Oops. Back goes Luke now. He gets knocked. Follow through, whiffed on. Behind the net, centering attempt, cleared up by Liam. So good that he did. Nikhil got caught spinning around. It's an icing call, but the best icing call we've seen today. Liam very wisely getting that puck out in a timely manner. It's going to be Tristan. He's coming up and away. Finds a lead pass to Mason. Mason drops it off to the side. Tristan follows in. Raff. Looking back. Mason picks off the puck. He gets tied up. Changes hands and in goes Stittsville. We're going to take a shot. Gets deflected up into the air. Tristan trying to grab at it. Into the corner it goes. Connor will go. With Raff. Popped up. Shoot through. Big save made. Tristan down in deep. Now a slow shot. Almost from Mason. Stittsville's going to chuck that in. Go get some fresh legs. Luke comes around. He finds interference is going to be a call to who's going? Number 3. Oh, it's Marco. Okay. Sting penalty. What did I do? I don't know. We'll have to see the replay when we rewatch it later on. Puck is dropped. Byrne gets away with Edouard. Edouard goes right. Byrne stays on side. Edouard stops, takes a shot. Pad save made. No rebound for Byrne to pick up. Now Edouard again going to try to force one through. Goal! I think Edouard stripped that one, picked up a loose puck, and scored single-handed. Or not single, well, yeah, single-handed. Let's see. Did I get it? Oh, I hit the replay button and it didn't capture. So, I'm sorry, no replay on that one. Stittsville jamming in. Off the drop. Into the corner. Stittsville playing some frustrated hockey already. You can see them pushing now and shoving, working the corner, pinning that puck in. Byrne will come in. He'll try to jam at it. It's going to be Raff coming out. Dropped, unfortunately, and stripped. Out comes Stittsville. Stittsville get on side, just barely. Shot deflected by Connor up and high into the netting. Stittsville with possession. Under pressure by Liam at the point now. Clearing attempt, but it stays in the zone. Sting pinned down now for the first time in a while, but Luke's got enough space. He's going to find a lane. Yeah, it's out. And a whistle as Stittsville chuck it back in, trying to control it. They thought they held the line, but puck just popped out. Whistle blows. Both teams changing. Liam facing off. Stittsville take it. They jump in, get a funny bounce, move slowly, so Raff's able to get a stick on it. Finds a lane out, and down goes the puck. Clearing some time off that penalty. 24 seconds to go. Raff doesn't get it through, hits a body. Stittsville get a shot on. Stick save made. Now wrapped around by Sting, cleared out. No icing. The penalty was still active when the puck was fired. And so another penalty fought off on the penalty kill by Sting. Edouard picks one up in the clearing attempt. Connor's going to slap it in. Boys get onside and go back in again. Marco holds the line. Stittsville player goes down. Now, big shot cleared off the boards and down. No ice because, I don't know why, it hit the linesman. And a penalty coming to Stittsville. Number 18, interference, I think will be the call on that. It is interference. Here come the Rams. Luke stops that one, turns it over. Ping pong through the neutral zone. Pad save made on a long shot by McKeel there. And now Sting trying to break out. Jude was a little bit too anxious to get rid of that. Stittsville's going to try and throw it in, but Fergus tries to pick it off. Nope, Stittsville regain it. They throw it against the linesman's hands. Out comes Fergus through the neutral zone at center ice. Goes in with Matty. Fergus goes right, stops in the corner. He goes to the other side now, the left side. Centers it through. Matty's there, gets a stick on it. Turns around. Matty backhanded, goes wide. Oh, great attempt on the spinorama by Matty. Funny bounce off the yellow gives Stittsville a stick on it, and they clear it out. And then a funny bounce off the yellow down to the door. Connor picks it up. He goes long leading pass up to Mason. He's coming off the bench, finds Fergus. Still on the ice. Fergus, long shot. Pad save made. Up at the point. Lucas can't hold it. Back comes Connor. Takes the player out. Biggest hit of the game. Takes the big man out on a backed up hip check. At the side of the net, Nikhil stops it and gets the whistle he needs. Well, I've never had a replay on a hit, as I've never had my finger ready. That one was worthy. Puck drops. Tristan comes away with it. Mason can't get it out, but Luke will follow through. He gets it out, finds Mash at center ice. He dekes through, can't get away. Raff, he tries to stick handle it. Rams dump it in. 4:40 left in the second. Mason on it now. Lead pass out to Tristan. Tristan through center ice. Goes to the left, stops, looks back, finds Luke trailing. Luke dekes, shoots through, hits a shin pad, doesn't get on target. And it'll be Stittsville to clear it. Man coming out of the box has a lead chance. Pinned down, doesn't get the shot, clear. Nikhil made a save in there somewhere, and then something bounced up, hit the back of somebody. Dropped off in the corner. Stittsville not able to get enough wood on it yet in this period. Tristan, he dekes right in front of Nikhil and then carries it out. He's going to carry it all the way. Take a slapper from the blue line. Mason picks up a loose puck, strips the defender coming out. He's picked off, and it's going to change hands. Around the outside it goes. Stittsville hold it in. Byrne trying to slash it out. Now it's Connor. He's got some speed. He was going to pick it up. He's going to go with it anyway. Finds Mason at the blue line. Mason tries to deke through. In front. Can't get the shot off. Save made if there was contact. Transition is Stittsville coming out with lots of speed. Edward slaps at it. Stops the momentum. Byrne lifts the stick. Edward carries it through now. Edward over the blue and in. Onside. He looks. Fires it slowly. It goes wide and behind. Byrne touches up. And now we got head contact penalty coming to, I think, Edwards. It's the only man he's got. Yep. And just a 2 minutes. In this instance, face-off down to Nikhil's left. 3-0 game, second period. Stittsville win the face-off and bring it back. Behind the nets. Raff trying to get enough wood on it to get it out. Out to the point, but not out of the zone. And then off a skate. Sting get a lucky break. Fergus picks up a puck off a skate. Skates in, dekes through. Fergus shot on tight. Rebound comes off the pads. Raff gets in. He's going to hold the zone. Fergus, he's in the corner now. Goes down on his knees. Slaps at it. Stittsville, now they recover. Special teams doing all kinds of crazy work here tonight for Sting. Short-handed, they've been fantastic. Liam swings it around. Gets over the tip of the stick and out of the zone. Side to side, Stittsville go, then along the wing, and they chuck it in. Lucas will get back on it. Stops. Reverses. Looks. Finds a line. Oh! Picked off by a skate. It's a good clearing attempt. There's a shot. Makes its way through. That's a pad save made by Nikhil there. Stittsville in the corner. Setting it up in the slot. Time. Too much time. Raff gets in the way. Then through. Raff gets in the way again. And Liam clears it out. 41 seconds to go. Jude hits the ice with some vigor. Comes screaming across. Stittsville's going to break it up the wing. Stittsville gets in, then picked off by Luke. Matty along in there too. Shot, high slot, well, up at the line. Save made by Nikhil. Maybe another one in there too, I'm not sure. Here's a chance. Loose in front. Good defending, clearing work. Matty charging at it. Down in, Stittsville deep, tight angle. Loose puck, not sure where it is. Everybody's slapping at it. I think net came off the mooring. Might have been saved by the whistle there with 54 official seconds on the clock. In a 3-0 game, period number 2. Shout out to those players at home. This must be tense watching. Jack, Cole, wish you were here. Stittsville win the draw again. And behind it goes. Stittsville trying to set up in the power play. Shot on time but wide. Mason. Up to Tristan, then Raff. Raff stops, looks. Wrister goes deflected up to the side. Connor will play in the point. Mash gets a little bit of tape on it. Mash comes out, feeds it across to Raff. Raff looks, stops, breaks. Looks again, down low. Almost a deflection there by Mash down in tight. Pinching in was Raff. He got beat. Connor comes back, and Tristan on the back check saves the day and the period as the buzzer rings and the period expires. Busy game here. Sometimes I see your comments as they come on the screen. Just depends where I'm looking. I like to see them, and I see them. I got to set my clock to 18. Oops. I was thinking of this as the tournament format, but in fact, we'll have 18 minutes on the clock now. So a busy period, number 2. Penalties delivered to Sting. Puts them on the back foot, but coming up strong. Sting will enter the third period with a 3-0 lead. And although the heat was in this building when we entered, the heat has run out. Somebody didn't pay the gas bill, and it's getting very cold in here now. There's a conversation happening over at the bench. The refs had spoken to Stittsville bench first, now having a conversation with Coach Jordan. Okay. The ref deposits his water bottle in the box, gets the puck, raises the arm, tweets the whistle, drops the puck. Away we go, off the blast. Liam storms in almost with the break there. Turnover, and Stittsville fire it in deep. Lucas in behind the net. Lays it back the other way to Liam, but it gets to his stick. Yes, it is. Liam's out. Off the boards. Liam style. He chases it down. Gets a stick on it into the corner. Burn in with him. He's got it. Trying to find a way to work it out, but it's Stittsville. We're going to get a stick on it and bring it out across the blue line, far side. Luke saw it. He's going to chase it, catch up with it, and chuck it in. Byrne goes in with some speed. Stittsville reverses it the other way, and then they get a chance to clear it out. Down in, Stittsville trying to walk in, held up by 4 Sting players. Now just off of Liam's skate, or he was away. Maddie's the last man back. Slapper, and a trapper save made by Nikhil with exactly a minute played here in period number 3. Little snap save by Nikhil. Fergus loses that one to Stittsville. Shot in from the point. Nikhil makes the save, and then it drops down in front of him. Cleared out by Raff, I think it was. Fergus picks up a loose puck. At center ice, he goes down the right wing. Pushes off, looks, tight angle, gets a shot on the pad. Followed through by Maddie. He's hauled down. Puck is cleared by Stittsville Rams. Raff tries to look. His long lead pass to Fergus is picked off. Marco back in the corner. Ties up Stittsville. In behind his nets. Up the slot. Chance for Stittsville now. At the feet. Everybody's lost sight of it. It's Fergus who gets it across to Maddie. Back up to the point. Marco tries to hold it, throws it in. It would have been offside. Stittsville cleared out. Now in the high slot. Stittsville with a chance. Shoot it through. Blinded. Somehow it goes off a body and then it makes its way to the corner on the second attempt. Raff. He's got time. He looks. Stops. Looks. He changes his mind. Goes the other way. Raff in behind the net. Reverses again. Stops. Breaks on. Tying up time and the clock. Being patient. Around to Jude. Jude not on it quite quick enough. Marco off a skate. Now Maddie. Maddie to Jude. There we go. Tries to one-time it to Fergus. Could have been icing, but waved off. In goes Connor. Pins the man in. Puck comes up to the point. Chucked back in by Stittsville and down the net. Connor gets a stick on it. Off a skate. Loose. In front of the side of the net. Okay, Stittsville now keeping the puck in the offensive zone. Sting struggling to get it out. Connor gets it stripped off him. Now Connor with another chance to clear it. Stripped off him again. Now missing Mash on the breakout. Shot in. Wide it goes. Never hit Nikhil. Another chance for Stittsville at the blue line. They shoot it through some traffic. Gets batted down by Lucas, I think. Centering attempt. Stopped by Lucas. Centering attempt again. Up in the air. Mash catches it. Throws it down to himself, and it's out of the zone. Stittsville have to retreat. They throw it in. Connor, just missing Mash there. He saw him. I don't think Mash saw Connor. And it's an icing as it goes deep down into the Sting end. Well, if you're just joining, sports fans, coast to coast, it's Sting hockey. It's a 3-0 game. And it's tight action down in the Sting end. Luke poking at it behind the nets. Stittsville double up, get a tight angle shot on, hits the side of the netting. Now out and off. Edouard's going to hunt it down at the point. Slapper kept in. Byrne at his feet. He's going to recover it and look for an outlet. Goes long, finds Liam. Liam throws it along the boards, carries it out, evades the hit, gets it in. Edouard chases. Stittsville wrap it around. The Byrne picks it up. He goes around the other way to behind the net. Marco can't hold the line. And then the Stittsville player plows through. Back and forth, players dumping it. In comes Stittsville down the left wing. Shot off, pad save, and a whistle. Stittsville not letting up. Fergus will take the face off with Jude on his right, Maddie on his left. Off to Maddie, Fergus. Fergus again. Maddie and Fergus working that well through the face-off dot. Fergus down the right wing. He goes hard right. Wraparound attempt. Ooh, through the top of the crease. Jude's there. He looks to center it. Hits a skate coming through. Fergus kicks at it. Jude with the shot. Goal! Jude with time, space, and poise. I don't know who might have had the assist there. Maddie skated in behind him. I'm just going to give one to Maddie. There was sticks all over that. Fergus goes in again. Yeah. Good one, Liz. Nah. Hey, Jude. Beautiful goal. Draisaitl style. I disagree with that linesman. I think Raff held the line. Puck is chucked in. Boys clear the zone. In they go. Raff backing up. Cross ice to Connor. Raff now. He's backing up. Goes in behind the net, stops and looks. Two Stittsville Rams come in to pressure him. He kicks at it, and Stittsville steal it. And then in front, they can't control. It's going to be Mason along the boards. He's at his feet. He loses it. Chucks it along the boards. Up to Fergus again. Down the right wing. Stittsville desperate. They clear it out. Lucas comes back to center ice and grabs it. Lucas. Mason. Mash. Skipping over his stick. Goes across ice to the far corner. Puck bouncing up and down. In behind now. Out comes Stittsville. Up off the glass. Lucas loses a footing. It's going to be icing. That's all right. Nope. I put a penalty up there by accident. Trying to clear off this thing. There is no penalty. And I don't think I can clear it. Okay, ignore that penalty that's up there. I was just trying to clear the screen. Don't hold the line, but Edward chucks it in. Stittsville regain. Then they fan on the clearing attempt. Liam under pressuring, I should say. He centers it through, hits a pad. Chance for Edouard, and a save is made. Sting changing slowly. A little bit of miscommunication. Players running into each other and now getting their lines set. Okay, now something gets chucked out. Fergus has to come back to defense on this one. Connor tries to shovel it in. Stittsville's going to get it now. Stittsville, shot, save! Oh, but then a rebound before I could see it. And Stittsville have their goal. It was a nice save, but then on a big rebound, Stittsville got a chance, obviously. Sting win the face-off this time. Lucas back. Behind the net. Trying to work it up. Stittsville on it. With it on the outside. Lucas pokes at it. Stittsville work it in. Nash. He's going to get out of the zone. He's got Mason on his other side. Nash skating hard. It's a shot, but it's high and wide. Tristan backhands it into Mason. Mason coming out of the corner. Tight angle goes across the top of the crease. Stittsville recover. They'll transition it out. They miss their pass. Going through center ice. Goes off to the corner. Marco almost makes the hit. Instead gets the puck. Throws it around. Bounces off nicely for Mash to play it. Puck comes out. Stittsville's offside. They got to clear. Luke takes his time. Then he finds Marco. Marco had Mason calling for it. Great hockey here at the Bell Sensplex. Up against the boards. Stittsville tripping over a loose stick. No call, centering. Off the post. Stittsville from high outside. That goes through the top of the crease off the far corner along the boards. Stittsville now trying to fire everything they can onto the net. Staying a little bit pinned down. They find Mash. Clear it out. And Mash finds a line, gets it out over the blue line. Mason slaps at it, then Marco slaps at it. He doesn't get it out. Stittsville get back into the zone. Now Raff's going to reach at it. Chance for Stittsville from the far side, goes across the top of the crease. Tristan gets out, finds Mason on a long reach pass. Mason takes a shot, stick save made. I lost the puck. Down in the corner goes for Raff. Edwards takes a shot, deflected to the side. Sting's just going to work the clock here, even though there's 7.5 minutes. Why not? Make sure you come up with it safely, and Connor does. He finds Edward. Turnover back and forth. Centering from Mason at the line is Luke. Fans on a shot. And that gives Stittsville a chance to turn it over and come out. Stittsville is facing Fergus down in deep. Jude in front of the net. Jude clears it. Fergus coming across. Picks it up. Fergus in a 1-on-2. Tries to deke to the right. Stops in the corner. Backs away a little bit. Then throws it the other way. Jude coming in. Boys are offside, so he throws it in. And he goes to hunt it down. Maddie will go the other way, put some pressure on, slaps at it. Puck's going to come out of the zone across for Lucas. Lucas flips it up, it's picked off by Stittsville, and they throw it in deep. Luke goes back. Luke finds Maddie, but skips over his stick. Now Luke, again with a baseball, finds it, picks it, pulls it down, throws it out of the zone. Lucas in the corner, trying to find a way out. Stinger pressured. At the point, cross ice pass. Jude will get it. He looks, sees who he's got. Jude goes to the right. Centers it through. Fergus is there, skipped over his stick. Stittsville clear it with an ice and a whistle. Some instructions coming from the ref telling Stittsville to change their line. It goes to Mash. Mash to Raff. Looks. Has to kind of dump it at the last second. That's a turnover. Stittsville's going to break it out. Stittsville tied up by Raff coming back. Working in deep. Pad save. And McKeel holds it for the whistle. Tristan facing off. Hits Mash, then Tristan. And then Connor's going to skate out. He's got some speed. Mash accompanying him over the blue. Connor's picked off, but then a loose puck for Tristan. Tries to work in. Mason comes back to the point. Has to retreat with it. Goes cross ice to Lucas. Lucas waits for the boys to clear, then gives it to Mash. Mash screams in. He has to drop it as he's surrounded by Rams. Connor backing out. Stops it, feeds it back to Tristan. Turnover a couple times. Connor again. Onside, offside, and a whistle blows. Slow shot. Stick save. Behind the net. Chance for Stittsville on the backhand. The side of the net. Stop. Cleared out by, who was that? Byrne. He gets it up to Edward, who stops. Drops it to Byrne. Oh, a nice try there. But Stittsville turn it over. Luke will throw that in deep. Marco, he takes a shot in from the corner. Marco back behind the net to Raff. He's chasing it down. Pokes at it to get it to Edouard, and Fergus picks up that loose puck at somebody's feet. Fergus on the left wing this time. Now he skates through traffic. Gets pushed off. Stittsville hold. And they transition it out. Down the left wing they go. They center it through. There's a hit made on the boards. Another clearing attempt. Finds Fergus at the red. He ties up a player. Matty comes across. He stops, throws it in. Matty going hunt down his own chuck. Matty side to side, now back up to the point. Connor takes a slapper. It goes wide off to the corner. With speed, Jude comes across, pinches the line, but the puck drops out. It's waved off. No icing for whatever reason. Connor back, wraps it around to Matty. Matty just about hitting Fergus on the way out. And Lucas tries twice. It goes off a skate and a whistle we have for what? I don't know what the whistle was for. No idea. 2:43 to go. 4-1 lead for Sting. Tristan on the faceoff. Drops. Stittsville trying to push through. Mason recovers. Chucks it up. A nice little volley up for Tristan to try to hunt down. Mash is going with him, side to side. Stittsville clear the zone. Mason back. Takes position. Stittsville deke through. They try to pass it off. Big shot coming through. Pad saved by Nikhil. Now from the point. Shot through. And a trapper saved by Nikhil. The official clock minder here being generous with the clock on our behalf. I think. Raff's got it. Down the wing. Through the top of the crease, off to the other side. Mason down the corner. He centers it through. Mash is there. Can't get a stick down. Pushed off the puck. No shot comes off. Stittsville's lost the stick, so it's effectively a 5-on-4 for a second here. Mash pinched in behind the net, fighting hard, digging, deeping, tying up the puck. He's going to come out with it. Wraparound attempt by Mash. Tucks it in on a tight line, but not a goal, I don't think. It looked close to being a goal, but keeper holds the pipe, and this puck is stopped at the side. Minute 41 to play in regulation, and that's all there will be tonight in the regular season game. Michael Byrne on the dot with Edouard and Liam. Stittsville wanted to make a change here. Oh, Stittsville's got a penalty. Where did that come from? Okay, there's a 2-minute penalty. I'm not even going to be able to get that up. Shot. Pad save on Edouard. There is a penalty until the end of the game unless a goal is scored. Lucas holds the line. Works along the boards. In comes Byrne. He works it too. Down in behind the net. Edouard stabs at it. Loose in front. Liam can't get a shot away. Now Stittsville's going to clear it out. Well, I never started my clock. Let's see if we can get this worked out here. Stittsville trying to make one last attempt. They pass it off to nobody. Burn across, the tag up. Puck back safely with Luke. He feeds it up to Fergus on the blue. Goes through, picked off. Off to the corner it goes. 23 seconds to play here. To the corner goes Fergus. Backs away from a big hit, so he knew better. Stittsville is going to just slap it down. No icing as it pops over Marco's stick. 11 seconds to play here. Marco looks for a long lead pass. He's going to fire that down. It's actually going to hit the target. No, it doesn't. Just missing. With 3 seconds officially on the clock. We're going to have an icing call. There's really no need to have this face-off. They could have just let this go, but face-off, won by Sting to the boards, thrown behind it. Sting win a regulation game against Stittsville. What has to be a pretty decent upset, and the fourth major upset of as many days. Big win. Well done, boys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks, Katie. All right, signing off. Thanks for watching tonight. We'll catch you at the next one, whenever it is. I can't look far enough in my schedule to know. Great job, Sting.